And we are live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I know.
We got the chat pulled up and everything. Okay, perfect.
Somehow the world will change for me and be so long.
Wait, that's
Carly.
iCarly. I love that.
Yeah. That's how I'm gonna start off today.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls,
We are back.
back again. Hold up.
We missed a week. Not you being short. Not you short like me.
Because I gotta get close. That was another issue that, we weren't as close as we needed to be.
That's cool.
All the time. So, Daily Dose of Toxic, episode 3.
We are back.
Long overdue. Like she said, we were gone for a week on sabbatical.
It was just a schedule conflict. We're trying to get better with it.
Trying.
Trying to get better with it.
But look, we got a lot of crazy topics this week.
Definitely. So, I feel like we should start with the feedback we've been getting thus far.
All right, so let's hear it.
I've been told that people actually like our content. Like, we're actually funny. We're a good mix of...
We're good. We're cool. We match the cool kids.
I guess we have reached the status of coolness. I've got a few phone calls. People like it.
I like it. I love it. So look, we'll keep doing what we're doing as we always done. So let's keep it moving. So who wants to go first in the coin toss? Now, this girl owes me $100 now.
Who owes you $100? You owe me $100. What the fuck is you talking about? Who owe you $100? It ain't me. Cause you said if I got the 1800 open, you give me $100 or the 6.
Doesn't sound like I would say that.
Yes, it do. Don't fucking play with me.
Fine. Yeah, we had this 1800 bar I could not get open for the life of me, and we finally got it open.
Y'all heard it here first.
She got it open.
Y'all heard it here first. This nigga over $100. You can't go back.
I owe her $100, sadly, but it's okay.
Yep.
All right, so our first topic we got going on. What we talking about?
You said you want to discuss the whole.
Oh, don't. Is that what we jumping into?
Yeah, we're jumping into it. And we're going to go ahead and go into the Amber Heard.
And my man's Johnny Depp.
Jack Sparrow.
I've been following that. I've never followed a trial this close before in my entire life.
I actually did. I followed the, what's that girl that killed her daughter?
Oh, Casey Anthony?
Yeah, I followed that case, but that was about it.
Damn. Yeah, I heard about her too. But nah, this one, I've been like, every day I've been on this trial.
See, this is the thing. I really ain't know too much about it until I just so happened to. I think it was on Facebook. I was bored one day and I got on Facebook and the therapist was on trial, and that's when I was like, oh, shit's getting good. So I was like, let me really do my research on it. But it's a good topic.
Yeah,
it's juicy.
I'm 100% in belief of Johnny Depp. I have no doubt in my mind he is innocent in this case.
The only reason why I think he's more so innocent, I think it's because of the way I perceive certain cases. I'm one of those people that if you're guilty, I have to have all the facts. I have to believe without a reasonable doubt that you are guilty. And every week that I learn more about this case, it's just like...
It's not
It's stupid. It's stupid. Like, you made this whole big-ass thing for what?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you already knew at the end of the day that it was going to come out. This
has been since 2016. Maybe 15, but that fucking long ago. And it's like, Jesus Christ, it's 2022. And people are coming out having to remember what the fuck was going on in 2016. I can't remember what the fuck happened last year. You know,
I remember I got 3 fucking accents.
Yeah. But, it's crazy, dude. It's crazy.
I just don't like the fact that they played the audio and she was just like, oh, tell everybody you're Johnny Depp and you're getting abused too. See who believes you. And I think that's just a weird perception.
Be caught on audio saying that is like, damn, they caught you.
Damn, they caught you. But yeah, for real, if that audio was not there, I think he would have had a harder case to prove that he was really innocent. Because
really, I think everything else.
But see, this is my thing though. Everybody is making it seem like it's situational. Like, a lot of people that's on her side are like, oh, it's situational. Like, they both could have been abused. Like, it's equal abuse. And it's just like, obviously not. Like, it's not equal. But even if it is, what difference does it make? Abuse is abuse. And if that man is getting abused, then she's in the wrong just as much as if she is getting abused, he's in the wrong. But we're so quick to judge a man if he beating the shit out of a woman. But when it's a woman beating the shit out of a man, it's just like, oh, damn, sorry. Yeah. Sorry, kid.
No one wants to believe it, but... the facts are there, and everyone says like I've been watching the trial, and everyone's asking like, have you seen any bruises or marks on her face, or like was there any redness or anything? And no one can say they ever saw anything during any of those altercations.
But see, I think more so their argument was they tried to make it seem like he was an alcoholic, so that
that's what they're trying to justify. But in reality, a lot of celebrities have drug and alcohol problems. That's just what it is in Hollywood. So to hear that isn't uncommon. I'm not justifying it saying it's right, but hearing that isn't uncommon, you know. And A-lister like Johnny Depp, you know, a higher tiered actor, you know, being put under more stress. So.
Because you know what the funniest part of the whole fucking trial was? When they was like, you didn't want her to do movies. And he was like, how you think she got Aquaman? I was like, that's my nigga. What you mean? Mm-hmm. But yeah, that case is getting better and better as the day go on.
I think Johnny got it in the bag.
If he don't, I'm gonna be mad.
Yeah, if this shit just flips and all of a sudden he loses, I'm gonna be like, bullshit. There's just no way.
We know the criminal justice system is very corrupt, so.
Well, we know that one.
Okay. So, moving on, chugging along. So, I saw this thing, trending on Twitter.
20.
My bad, guys. A little intoxicated.
20.
It was more like a question that had women. It was a question like, hey, would you rather find out that your man is cheating on you, or would you rather find out that he's gay? And most women said they would rather find out that their partner was cheating. I see personally, I can't deal with either. How would you feel if your chick was cheating? Would you rather find out she was cheating or she was fucking other girls?
I think it's different when it comes to women.
It is different. It's a whole different stigma.
I think it's different when it comes to women.
My problem.
I feel like the worst thing is finding out your nigga's gay though, because like.
But see, then a lot of people were saying that's homophobic, and I'm trying to figure out how is it homophobic when it's a preference, and when did we get this whole idea that everything, if you have a preference, that you're homophobic. I feel like that's the major problem I had with the whole question or concept or like whatever you want to call it. Mm-hmm. That's just my whole problem, is that like, oh, because multiple women would rather have their man cheating rather than gay, it's like, oh, you're homophobic. No.
Okay, well, I know a lot of people have changed the definition of homophobic over the years. I still know that phobia means fear. I'm not scared of gay people. But people will call me homophobic for just saying that's not right for a nigga to be shoving a dick up his ass. And I just can't. I'm trying to imagine one of my friends, like one of my bros, and then all of a sudden you just find out that he's gay and he got a girlfriend. It's just like,
see, this is the thing. I have no issues with the LGBTQ.
Yeah, there's no problem there.
There's no problem. But my thing is, when did everything become an attack on them?
Because it's the idea that the topic is so sensitive. If you mention anything negative about it, you're like attacking.
You're against it.
Yeah.
But see, this is my thing. Can the same thing be said about black people?
I don't think black people is a sensitive topic. I think I'm about to say racism is a sensitive thing. If it's involving a white person specifically.
True.
But if it's just the topic of black people, I don't think it's
not a problem.
Yeah.
I mean, and I think that's also an issue when a culture can be racist within itself. Yeah. But you have an issue when you experience racism from another country, another ethnicity or racial group. I feel like that's a problem for me.
Yeah. Because, racism is anything interwoven into races, So, like, do you think there's, like, Spanish on black racism or?
I do. I feel as though there is, just because, like, some people don't agree with the whole Afro-Latina concept. They make you choose a box. And just
you gotta pick one.
Right. Just like,
because you don't gotta be fully on the Latino spectrum,
right? And you're not fully on the black.
Yeah.
So they have an issue with that.
Common ground. Yeah.
So I feel as though there's racism within all ethnicities and racial groups, but I just feel like they're viewed differently. Okay. Just like Africans look at African Americans, like that's a problem. Like Africans don't want to be called African American; they want to be called African, or they don't want to be called black.
Okay.
Like that's just a thing for them. So I feel as though it shouldn't be really problematic at this point.
Yeah,
we're in the 22nd century.
But when people are so like
21st,
a little aggressive with the topic, you know what I'm saying? And he was probably joking, but I had this friend. His name was Emmanuel, and every time, like, he'll be eating a bag of chips. Like, man, you got more snacks? And he was African too. Like, man, you got more snacks? You're like, that's racist. Everything. He'd be like, Emmanuel, why one sock up and one sock down? You all, oh, that's racist. You know, like, you know, but I don't know. He was probably joking around, but yeah, racism it's within its own race at its own. Right. It's crazy. So
yeah, I don't know.
I don't think I see white on white racism though.
Well, yeah, because white people call white people trailer park trash. What you mean?
Wow.
What you mean?
That's true.
That's the whole thing. We're not gonna act like it's not. Okay. So there is racism within the African American, the Caucasian community. I feel like there's racism in all races. Everything. It's just how it's projected and how it's interpreted. Just like the whole Caucasian girl.
School system's racist.
Not even that. The whole Caucasian girl on Twitter or Instagram trending because she was rapping Lil Baby and
yeah, the party at the party. But she was doing a good job though.
I'll give her props. She did do a good job. But at the end of the day, what are we really praising her for? We do that shit every day.
I don't really know about it blowing up. I mean, I saw the video.
It blew up.
Like, I didn't know that a bunch of people was talking about it. On Twitter,
it blew up because everybody was like, the D1 athletes are shaking in their boots. Like, they're going crazy. It's just like, why are we applauding this girl for doing something that we do every day? What's so different?
Okay. Yeah. I guess they're just shocked because it's a white girl singing a black song.
But then again, they got mad because she posted a tweet from I think it was like 2016. And she had called the Bobcat a nigga. And so they reported her page. It was just like...
He was so petty.
Right.
How you going... y'all going to praise the person and then do digging and then get them caught up.
Just like I'm not understanding the whole Queen Naja hate thing. Like, why do we hate her?
Where is the hate?
Everyone's like...
I know who she is, but do people hate her?
Apparently, I don't know why. I haven't really dug into why they hate her.
But people just hate her.
Yeah, like they're like, oh, she doesn't like black girls, and it's just like, where did you get this information from?
So she only like white girls?
I don't know. I just be seeing that shit trending, and I just be like, what the fuck does she do? Like, why do we hate her? Just like everybody is so happy that Ellen and I don't want to be weird. What's that?
She black?
No, he white.
He's white.
He's a talk show host. He does the little car sing-alongs. He did one with Adele.
I know you're talking about.
Yeah, him. Damn, like they're no longer doing talk shows, and everyone's like super happy and like, oh, we won. What happened?
I mean, but Ellen's been doing this shit for so long. I would expect her to be up next to just stop.
That's what I'm just saying. Like, so why are we so happy that they're no longer doing talk shows? Like, what the fuck did I miss? Like, have I been under a rock for the past 2 years?
You just don't know why that happened.
Like, no, I know why it happened, but I'm just like, why is everyone so happy? Like,
okay, well, why did it happen?
What you mean?
Why did they stop?
I thought Ellen just got tired of it.
Yeah, that's what I think. But what about the other guy?
I don't fucking know.
I thought he was cool.
Apparently not.
I thought he was cool.
Apparently not.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure that shit out, but we will find out by episode 4. We will find out. Okay. Give me till next Friday to figure out why we hate him. But on another note, me and my friend were talking today. We were talking about how our generation is different from, like, I guess our parents and our grandparents' generation. Okay. Especially when it comes to, like, employment, like how we're quick, how people call us lazy, but we're not lazy. We don't tolerate disrespect, especially in the workplace. Exactly. And I feel so this is very accurate, at least from my perspective, because I know I'm known to do this.
Oh, segue. Perfect segue.
I'm known to do this. But I feel as though with our parent generation, they were taught to, like, I feel like we do have thick skin, but it's also like a layer of respect that we...
This drink is so fucking good, yo.
Not you were hypnotized on the drink.
This drink is good as shit.
I guess I put my foot in it.
You definitely did. This drink is good.
But... But...
This drink
I feel as though with our generation, like, we just don't tolerate disrespect. We want respect, and we just want to get our bread and go about our day. Right. But you know,
people making it harder.
Hell yeah, especially with my last show.
Segue, keep going.
I had to throw up the deuces. I had to get out of that.
Just disrespected at any not. Was it disrespected or was it just?
It was disrespect. It was harassment.
Yeah, harassment.
It was bullying.
Bullying.
That's what it literally was for a month and a week, and I got tired of that. You ain't about to go. You ain't about to bully me.
What the fuck? Exactly.
Especially because it's 2:00 in the fucking morning. What the fuck?
2:00 in the morning too.
Remember, I worked 2:00 to 11, and every day it was just always something.
To be starting at 2 a.m. See, you're used to doing them real late ass shifts or early shifts because warehouse shit.
I did work at warehouse.
I can't. I don't know how the fuck you could work overnight like that.
I had no issues with the job. Like, don't get me wrong.
I sleep at night.
I do too. I love
Clearly
my
not.
job. I did sleep at night because remember, I was going to sleep at 7. I always told y'all, don't hit me up past 7. If you hit me up past 7, you're not going to get a response until 12:00 the fucking next day because that's when the fuck I'm getting
somebody's mother that you can't message her after 7. She in the bed after 7. You can't message her.
I was because I had to be work at 2:30 in the morning and I had to deal with bullshit. So I knew I needed all my rest to really digress and really tolerate the shit until I found something else. But I ended up quitting. Like, I didn't deserve that. Yeah. I feel like mentally and emotionally it was just too much. And I feel as though no one should ever have to deal with harassment and bullying, especially in the workplace, especially when we're all trying to meet a common ground, which is to make ends meet and just to be successful, and you're making it harder on me for what?
Every day.
For what?
2 a.m.
For what?
Who wakes up that early and just...
It'd be like, I want to fuck with you.
Wants to start shit. Like,
but see, I've always said, like, when I talk about it, I even told HR this, I feel like personally, on paper, I was what they wanted.
Yeah.
Like, I met the full description. Like, I knew...
It was everything that they wanted.
Yeah. I knew what I was going to school for. I knew what I wanted to do with my career. Like, I was trying to be a woman in science. But when I got there and they saw me and they was like, oh no, this little bitch gotta go. But we don't have grounds to terminate.
Why were they so aggressive like that? But it's not even they. It was specifically that one woman. That one person.
I don't know.
Do you feel it was a race thing, or she just thought you were too pretty, or what?
Personally,
this is the same job to say like your uniform.
Yeah. Apparently, I had a whole bunch of issues, but I will say I do think it was somewhat a race issue. Just because I was also told that like my hair color had to match my skin tone or my ethnic group.
What?
But the little chick upstairs had blue hair.
I've never even heard of that.
All right, so I went to Catholic school.
Your hair color has to match your skin.
I went to a private Catholic school, and I was always told when I was in high school that
Never heard of that shit.
It wasn't said, but it was insinuated that like your hair color had to match your race. Because, I got in trouble when my hair was two-toned. If my hair was red, it was a problem. I was always getting called to the vice principal office. So my hair used to be brown for the longest time. But I went to school with a girl named Megan. Her name was Megan. She dyed her hair red. She dyed her hair black. She dyed her hair blonde. Never got in trouble. I come to school with blonde highlights. I'm in the vice principal's office.
Black or white?
What? My school?
No, the girl.
Maybe. The girl was white.
Well, white.
Right. So I already knew what it was, especially when I got to the job. And she was like, oh, you went to my alma mater. Like, we connect over that. I went to hire you prior to that. And I was just like, okay, cool. That's cool. I feel as though I should earn this job based off my experience, not where I went to high school. But you got it. I'll give this a try. I'll see how it goes. And then after that, it was a problem. And I feel as though if you interviewed me and I came as I am, I didn't dress it up. I didn't dye my hair. I didn't do anything different. I didn't do anything drastic.
Same old, same old.
It was the same shit.
Yeah.
The same shit you got when I interviewed. You hired me. I got there. You had every issue with me. From the hair color to the nails. It was just like, yo, what the fuck? Like that's how I felt. Like, the last time she said something to me and she called me in her office, I was just like, yo, what the fuck? Especially because it's 5 a.m. It's 5 a.m.
The rooster didn't crow yet.
Like, you are literally
The sun ain't even come up yet. And it's already this bad.
Bro, literally, I was just like, all right. And I guess when I get irritated, I guess it's written on my face that like I'm in a mood or like you're pissing me off. Because she said to the actress, she was like, "Why you look like that?" And I was just like, cuz like,
what's going on? Like
every day it's something. Like I can't
like, what
win.
Is it today?
Like I really can't win. You're upset with me because I stayed late to equal out my 40 hours. It's not like I went into overtime. I was trying to get my 40 hours. I left early and came in late on Tuesday. 46 minutes. Does it really bother you
that bad
that I stayed late?
Not even a full hour. Like,
and you saw me. You saw me the day I stayed late. You walked past me multiple times.
That's
and
insane.
You said nothing. You waited till the next day to try to pull me up on it. Okay, cool. You got it, miss. I'm not going to sit here and argue with you. But then when you try to go into detail about, oh, I'm your supervisor, I didn't do this, you can't do this, I never said this is not acceptable. But you told me this prior, so why is it an issue now? And if it was an issue yesterday when you saw me, why you ain't say nothing? I feel as though I'm nice as fuck. This is how you approach me. Ooh, why you make that face? Why you make that face?
Because I feel like you're thrown in that category of a woman who's just looks mean as fuck all the time until you go and ask her a question.
I feel like I'm
and
nice
then depending on
my mood.
Yeah, depending on your mood will determine if you're nice or mean for the day.
I feel like, but I'm always generally nice. There's nothing nobody can really say to me that will really tick me off. I'm one of those type of people that like I take until I can't take anymore. So after a while, I start to explode. But for the most part, I'm nice as shit.
Are you talking about in public or is this work?
Oh, work? Oh, yeah, you get the Caucasian side of me. I'm sorry.
No, but like what you just explained right there.
Right there. That's outside of work. That's, even at work, I'm not a friendly person, especially 9, 2 o'clock in the fucking morning. But I went in like, good morning. How's everybody day? Hello.
Do you go out of your way to speak or is it just like
I just
talk to me then?
Right, if you talk to me, I'll talk to you. Like,
okay. Yeah,
but fine. I always...
It's too damn early to be doing all that talking.
But no, when I really walked into work, it was just literally, good morning. And then everyone be like, oh, how's your weekend? It was fun. What did you do? I did this. What did you do?
That's fair.
And then me and the girl that worked close together, I was asking her about her wedding plan. She was showing me her hair and makeup, her pictures, her dress.
The problem was specifically with that lady.
My supervisor, yeah. My problem specifically was my supervisor. I didn't have an issue with my coworkers. I didn't have an issue with the work. The job wasn't hard. My supervisor just made it hard.
Difficult.
And I feel as though I go to work, I'm on my fucking business. I go home. Motherfucker, you fucking with me. You fucking with me for what? So we also discussed
real quick, guys, this isn't sponsored by CarMax. I just think everyone should have a container of CarMax.
Get the fuck out of here.
Everyone needs it. Keeps your lips moisturized. Fellas, y'all got some crusty ass lips. Ladies, y'all got lip gloss and shit, but y'all should still be crusty too. Make sure y'all put CarMax on. CarMax. Get it today.
Where's it sold? How you time to get it? Don't tell me where it's sold. Where can they get it at?
Where the fuck you get CarMax at? Just get it.
Where the fuck did you get yours?
At your local Walmart. This is not sponsored. So.
Not sponsored. All right.
Cheating.
So we were talking about the whole Will Smith and Jada thing. They're finally getting a divorce. Or so I heard. I don't know if this is true. I don't know neither one of them personally.
I thought this has been in the works for a while, honestly. I didn't even know they were still married. He did say keep, my wife, but, that's how it goes.
Oh, well, apparently they're getting the divorce and it's supposed to be the nastiest divorce ever, so I don't know.
I hope it's as public as Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. Because I'll be right up there watching that shit, too. I want to know how much they're going to sue each other for. You think Jada got a lot of money?
But it's supposedly said that she's suing him for the money. She divorced him.
Oh, she doing that? She don't like my mans like that.
She said she never wanted to marry him, so what you expect?
So why the fuck she married him then?
It's Will Smith.
What does that mean?
It's Will Smith.
But if you didn't want to marry him,
so I got a question right now. So if Megan Thee Stallion said she wanted to marry you, you wouldn't marry her?
I don't think I can handle that lifestyle.
All right, if Beyonce said she wanted to marry you, she got.
I don't like Beyonce.
Cardi B.
Her lifestyle crazy too.
JT from the City Girls.
Mm. Yeah, I say yeah.
Exactly.
I say yeah.
Exactly.
Well.
So, who wouldn't? Because I'm letting you know, if Jason Momoa would tell me right now he want to marry me.
I mean,
it's
Jason
over.
Momoa is cool.
It's over.
Cool. He's a cool guy.
It's over.
But if fucking Kanye West, would you marry Kanye West?
He got some emotional issues.
Oh yeah, go ahead and drink. Go ahead and drink.
Look, it's not for wrong with Kanye. I just feel as though he needs to work through some personal shit first.
I think he got some mental issues.
He do. That's what I'm saying. He got some personal shit that he got to work through before he ever thinks about getting into another relationship. That's a lot to handle. Sir, I'm a lot to handle.
I think Kanye West is crazy, man.
I don't think he's crazy. I think he's just going through something emotionally. And that's a problem. I feel as though we don't, as a society, we don't recognize mental health.
Yes. I believe that's true. Okay.
And
what constitutes as mental health topics? Because I personally feel that, I think anxiety is mental health.
It is.
Because I feel like in reality, there's nothing wrong with you. You just think there's something wrong with you.
See,
so
no.
your brain tricks your body and projects this like false alertness, I guess. I don't really know what anxiety is.
I need ice, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Ice break.
Go ahead, I'm sorry, I'm listening.
I don't really know exactly what anxiety is, but when I think of it, I just feel like stress or just like the feeling that you can't breathe, like the walls
It's an overwhelming feeling.
Yeah. But I feel like if someone would scan your body, there's nothing wrong with you. It's just your brain is making you feel like there's something, because your brain tells your body what to do. Mm-hmm. So I feel like your mind is just telling you that there's something wrong, but there's really nothing wrong with you. That's what anxiety is. So when people go to the doctor and say, oh, they prescribed me this medication or whatever, that shit isn't going to fucking work because there's nothing wrong with you.
No, because it's a chemical imbalance in your brain.
Anxiety?
Yes, it's a chemical imbalance.
So what's the chemical imbalance?
It's
doctor.
I forget. I'm not a doctor.
Doctor.
No, I am not a doctor. Not a doctor. But I'm really not. Hold up.
Quick Google search, guys.
It is a quick Google search. Here we go. Don't ask me how to pronounce this shit. So, but it says researchers don't know exactly what causes anxiety disorder. They suspect a combination of factors play a role. Chemical imbalances, severe or long-term stress can change the chemical imbalance that controls your mood. Experiencing a lot of stress for a long period of time can lead to anxiety disorder. But it doesn't say which ones. But it says underneath by wellmind.com, they say the neurotransmitters that can cause the chemical imbalance is serotonin, dopamine, don't quote me, and gamma, and also GABA, whatever the fuck that is. I cannot pronounce it. I'm not a doctor. GABA. GABA, some acid. That's all I know. Mm-hmm. But it is a chemical imbalance. And I feel like that's a lot of what mental health is. It's a chemical imbalance.
Well, yeah. Okay.
It's just how your brain processes the different chemicals.
I just feel like there's no form of medicine that fixes that. I feel like you have to just overcome it through just sheer will alone.
I feel as though, I don't
think there's nothing I can take, drink, eat, nothing that's going to fix anxiety.
Anxiety
is something you just have to be mentally ready to overcome.
Personally, I feel as though with anxiety, there are things that can help with it. A lot of things, personally, I feel as though you don't have to be medicated, but it's just also realizing your triggers. Okay. That's a big factor. Right. A lot of people don't know what triggers them. Mm-hmm. And this is why you have a lot of chaotic things or chaotic or manic reactions, because you're not noticing your triggers.
So, okay. So, if someone came to you with anxiety, okay, and they asked you for help,
Ask me, bro.
Yeah. What would
I
you?
got anxiety too. What the fuck you want me to do?
Yeah, I couldn't.
But see, it depends. Okay, so me with anxiety, if you came to me for help, it depends on how you are and what helps you cope with your anxiety. What are you looking at?
You want to get that cup so I can refill my drink?
Hey, yo.
Is this
Hold up.
Is it still in there?
Yeah, it's something in there.
I hate to interrupt, but
This nigga interrupted me for
I'm
a
sorry.
drink. I'm sorry, guys. I'm using the N word a lot. I gotta stop. But back to what I was saying. So, personally, if you come to me with anxiety, I just feel as though it depends on what really helps you and what relieves your stress. Personally, I'm one of those people that I can somewhat talk out my feelings and emotions depending on how bad it is.
Mm-hmm.
Some things I can't talk out because I just don't know what it is. I know I feel a certain type of way. I know something triggered it. I know you made me feel a certain way, but I can't explain what exactly it is you did.
Yeah.
And that's what I find is a conflict within my relationship, because he does things to trigger me, and then when he wants to talk about it, it's just like, I can't. And that irritates him when I'm saying that I'm upset.
What makes you not be able to talk about it? Because my big gripe, that people always love to shout communication, but then when the time comes, they don't communicate. So why can't you?
I'm an over communicator. I can always tell you what I'm feeling and why I feel that way.
Okay, that's the same thing.
But my thing is, in that moment, I have to really process what it is, because I tend to overthink a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
So personally, you might. Okay, prime example. I was scrolling through social media. I saw something and I was just like, who the fuck is this bitch?
Mm-hmm. Just offer it.
Just offer it. Who the fuck is it?
Boom.
Exactly. Like, it was just an initial reaction. And I texted him. He called, what's your problem? Who the fuck is this? He was like, I don't know nobody by that name. What are you talking about? Who is she? He was like, I don't know what you're talking about. So I was like, all right, cool, fine, leaving it at that. He was like, no, because something triggered you, so what's wrong? Maybe I'm just overthinking it. Give me a second to process what it is I'm feeling. I'll get back to you in about 10-15 minutes. I'll let you know if I was just overthinking or if this is
Let me get on my Batman shit and go do some investigation.
It wasn't even an investigation. Me personally, I have to check within myself to really know if this is something that I'm truly feeling or if I'm just projecting based off an insecurity.
Oh, okay. That's very grown up of you. You know, because a lot of people can't. I'm glad you said that. That was a very grown up answer. Because a lot of people are little ass girls or little kids. It's great that you know what it is and you can make that distinction and differentiate and solve the problem.
See, I'm very in tune with myself, and I feel like my friends are very in tune with themselves too. Mm-hmm. So I'm able to, if my friend comes to me and she's like, hey, this is a problem, like, am I overthinking, or like, what is it? Me being me personally, 9 times out of 10, I overthink shit. Mm-hmm. So even with that whole situation, it was me overthinking, it was an insecurity thing. Mm-hmm. And I can say that, like, I'll take my L. I'm grown enough to be like, yo, my bad, I came off very disrespectful, very hostile. But, you know, you want some head? Say no. Say no. But I'm able to.
No, she hit you with the, but you want some head? Like that, I guess.
It makes it a little bit. It makes it a little bit better. It makes it a little easier. But no.
Why girls think that shit fixes stuff?
It does.
It does not. It does not.
After an argument, you want your dick sucked? Come here. Come here. It's like, no, I know my family listens to this podcast. I gotta stop.
Oh my God.
But, alright, no. I'm very mature enough to really understand that everyone has insecurities. They all show in different ways.
Okay.
So, I'm one of those people, whereas I do have really bad trust issues. I know I'm not ugly, but I know I'm not the baddest. But I might be the baddest bitch that you can get. So...
Are you gonna throw it in somebody's face? You gonna throw it in somebody? I'm not ugly, but I'm not the baddest. But I know I'm the best. She gonna get...
What you mean? You have to be cocky on some real shit. You know what I do.
I could never do that to somebody.
It's not even going to... No, what I'm saying is I know my worth. Okay. You're not going to treat me as if I'm average.
I'm not ugly, but I'm better. But I'm the best.
What I'm saying is I'm the best option. Yo, stop.
Let my man eat his cake. Yo,
shut the fuck up about this fucking cake. Anywho, back to the actual fucking topic because we're getting so off fucking hand here. Oh my god.
This is hilarious.
But it's real shit. Like, you gotta know your fucking worth. I'm not really cocky, but what I'm saying is if I'm with you, I better be the baddest bitch you looking at. Nobody else should fucking matter. So that's how I'm gonna carry it. No bitch can take you from me.
Well, yeah, that's how it should be. If he's yours,
that's what I'm saying. No bitch can take you from me.
But that almost dwells upon you too, because you could let yourself go, and now somebody else can possibly take him.
What you mean? I can let myself go.
So you saying no one else should be able to take
if it's my dick
from you. You know, so that means you gotta make sure that yourself is good at all times, or else somebody will take that nigga away. Because if you start acting up, start slipping up, you ain't all of a sudden ain't the baddest anymore. Because a bad personality is real ugly.
I don't think I have it. I'm goofy as fuck. I'm a kid at heart.
Yeah, but
exactly.
All so the time, down the road, somebody might think bad at that, or down the road, you might deteriorate in some other area. So you might be the baddest looking wise, but
see, I'm not even talking about look wise. For me, I feel as though my personality is bigger than my fucking looks.
Okay.
So just like how I deal with other people, I'm not going based off your looks. How do you make me feel? Do you treat me right? Mm-hmm. How's your personality? Can we have a valid ass conversation? So with these things comes the reality of a relationship. Mm-hmm. Whereas a lot of people are like, oh, it's hard as fuck to get your attention. It's hard as fuck for me to get your time. It's really not. There's no connection there. You don't stimulate me, and not even like sexually, but you don't stimulate me mentally. Like you're not. I don't see that you will push me to do better, or you will want better for me, or you have no goals and ambitions. So I feel no need. You're just there. You will be a person that's there, or a person that I would potentially, if I would get in a relationship with you, or we would to progress anything, I would have to take care of you. Yeah, and that's not what I'm looking for. That's not good. So I'm not about to waste my time. So I'm not going to waste yours either.
I'm glad other people really think like this. Because there's a lot of people who just like you ask them certain questions of like this and they have no views on it or no thoughts or ideas, or it's very minuscule. Like they didn't really give it much thought or anything. I'm glad people really take their time to think about this kind of shit.
Oh yeah,
it's crazy out there. A lot of
the dating scene is crazy.
Yeah,
I've seen a bunch.
But it also dwells upon the pools that you swim in, because
I don't swim in pools.
A lot of these pools are tainted.
By what? Let's be real here. Ooh, how are they sharks?
Sharks.
How are we sharks?
Certain.
You're like the dog from Up. Squirrel. Like what the fuck?
I don't know. It's just certain factors and certain people that just ruin the fucking pool for the rest of us good guys. You know, they just fuck it up.
Like what?
Okay, so let's see.
Okay.
The niggas.
The niggas.
Because, you know, I say my guys, or guys, fellas, men. Okay. But the niggas fuck it up. Because it's always crazy. The pretty ass girls always go for the niggas because they think they're going to protect them, or they like the thrill or the rush or whatever. And they're the main ones who fuck them over. And then they say niggas ain't shit, and it ruins the landscape for everybody else because now they got these walls up that should have never been put up if you were dating the right person to begin with.
But see, this is my thing though. When you're entering the whole dating scene, mm-hmm. Everybody, just like in the interview, you present the best version of yourself, and over time, that version that you presented deteriorates. You show your true colors, who you really are, how you really act. Over time, these things develop. So what might, in the beginning, have seemed like a really great guy, someone who really has your best interest at heart, really ain't shit. Because that's how it was in my last relationship. What I was presented at first wasn't really what I ended with.
But you didn't, during the whole presentation, you never had a thought, or you never, analyze the situation?
No, I did.
With the results of each encounter and just...
So I told him I vividly remember this conversation. When I first got with my ex, and we're talking about Jordan, so there's no misconstruing on who we're talking about.
Now, whichever ex.
Because apparently there was an issue.
The X-Men.
What the fuck? Bro, you're tripping.
The X-Men.
But no. When I was dealing with my ex, Jordan, I remember telling him vividly, like, yo, you're going to be the person to actually break me. And he was like, what do you mean? And I was just like, you're going to be the person to break my heart and make me not want to be with anybody and not trust anyone. And he was like, I would never. And I told him, like, when we broke up and when he recently wanted to hit me up, and I was just like, do you remember the conversation we first had? And he was like, what you mean? I was like, the very first conversation when we started dating, he was like, what, you told me I was going to be pissed to break you? I was like, yeah. And he was like, I know I did that. And I was like, exactly. Like, I already knew this was going to happen. But I'm going to, like I said, I overthink. So I'll tell you what I think you're going to do to me, but I'm going to give you the opportunity to prove me wrong.
Okay.
For the first year and a half, we were good. We didn't have any issues. As every couple, we had our ups and downs, but it wasn't really like a red flag.
Okay.
The red flags didn't really present itself until we were deep in it, like the third, the fourth, the fifth year, and it was just like, this is really toxic. Like, this is
really toxic.
It was really toxic. It was really abusive.
Like, sitting in the bathroom, we came with that conclusion, like, this is really toxic.
But no, because honestly, while I was in it, I didn't know it was a toxic relationship. I felt like the way women are talked about, relationships are talked about to women, it's just like, oh, you're always going to have your trials and tribulations. It's just, yeah, go through it. Every man's going to have their problems. No one is perfect. So you have to make the best out of every situation. So, it wasn't toxic to me. It's just an everyday young-ass relationship.
Yeah. But
now, knowing what I know and being more mature, looking back on that shit was toxic.
And I hope that you have learned from that.
I have. I've learned a lot.
I hope so.
I learned a lot.
Because Lord knows, we don't need you going back down that aisle again. But
I won't. And that's why I told him when he was an issue. Just like, I can never allow myself to be that vulnerable with you. Like, there were parts of me that he really did throw in my face. Like, even we weren't talking, but when he was trying to have conversation, and he was just like, I remember the time when, I don't know why he felt the need to bring this up, but he was like, I remember the time when my great-grandfather died. And
yours?
Mine. Okay. And I cried in front of him. And for some reason, that was just like a major thing for him. And I was just like...
But why was that relevant?
Right. Like, what purpose did that serve you? And he was just like, no, I knew you had a vulnerable side. And I felt like he took it...
Great-grandfather.
I think he really took advantage of that because he did see me at weak points or vulnerable points. So he felt like he'll always have this, like, hold or grasp.
Yeah, because he caught you when you were low.
So... I just learned to never show anybody that really vulnerable side. So I feel like niggas take that shit for granted. Just like bitches take rich niggas for granted.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. They want to take us for our money.
They definitely do.
And we hit the 45-minute mark. Great.
Not the 45-minute mark.
Live is now over.
Not the live is now over. We're gone, guys. But no, I don't know. I feel like at some point in everyone's life, they've been in a toxic or abusive relationship.
Yeah. No, no. I haven't.
That's a lie.
What's the lie?
I know your stories.
But what's the lie? I'm confused.
You've definitely been in a toxic
I've never abused anyone. I've never been abused.
I never said that you were abused, but you've definitely been in some toxic ass situations.
You said relationship. You didn't say
situation. Relationship. If you suck your dick in there, it was a relationship.
Okay. Toxicity is such a strong word.
Our podcast is called The Daily Dose of Toxic. Come on,
It's a strong podcast.
It is. It's only the strong will survive.
Okay, what would you deem toxic?
Toxic? Ooh. Like, what are we talking about? Like, relationships, situationships?
Okay.
Is that what you're asking me? Like, situations?
I mean, what would be your answer to that question? What would you deem toxic?
Well, I think toxic as you know somebody isn't right for you or they're not going to do right by you.
Okay. All right.
And you just continue to gravitate to that person, or you just try to continue to see the good in them and want better and shit like that. That's fucking toxic to me personally. But that's also the definition of insanity. So really they go hand in hand. Toxic is insanity.
Okay. So what you're trying to say is I'm insane?
I'm not saying you're insane. I feel like you do. I feel like you make females go insane.
You know, I would agree. And this is not me being cocky either. I would actually agree to that. I feel like any female that I've dealt with I've either changed thoroughly or they've just gone crazy at some point when they deal with me. And I really feel like I make things extremely clear. Anything that's confusing, I'd be sure to explain my side of the story completely. I give you explanations with complete details and examples. And if you ever have any questions, I'm happy to explain it again. So,
okay.
Anything.
I'm gonna withdraw from this conversation.
Okay. But the fact of the matter is, I'm willing to explain a lot of shit.
But see, this is my thing though. Okay, going back to the topic, because fuck it. Because I'm gonna stand up. At some point, somebody gotta tell you about your shit. I feel as though if you're enabling the behavior, just because it's there, you can't get mad with some... Again, with this nasally shit. I sound very congested. You have to honestly be willing to stop the toxicity. Because at some point, yeah, you can say everything that you want to say. You could do whatever. You could explain... Give me a second. You can explain anything you want, but if your actions are different than your words, the story gets lost in translation.
That's fair.
So, I can say all day, oh yeah, I don't fuck with you like that. We ain't together. This ain't it. Bop, 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 bop. But if I continue to do shit with you and I continue to deal with your feelings or hear your feelings or enable your feelings, you're going to continue to think that, oh, one day you might change your mind. So what's the difference? That's toxic, especially when you know how a person feels and you continue to interact with them on a certain level. That's toxic.
Toxic. I think everyone's definition of toxic is completely different.
That is true.
I don't even think you can write down the definition of toxic because you're just going to get so many different answers.
This is true. Let's look up Urban Dictionary's definition of toxic. I got you.
Google search.
I got it. Toxic. Toxic, toxic, toxic. Toxic is when you can't let them go but won't let them treat you right either.
Toxic is when you can't let them go but you won't let them treat you right either.
That's the first definition. Second definition is it is where someone is such an asshole, you cannot deal with it. They talk shit about you and others, and if you get into an argument, you are the one to be blamed for it. That's the second definition.
Okay.
Third is a person who doesn't treat you right, but you keep going back to them anyways, even though they're bad for you.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
That's definitely toxic. That's exactly what I would call it. Toxic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But do you not think you're toxic?
Me, no.
Ooh.
Ooh. Not really.
This is tea.
But what's toxic though?
No.
I'm not saying what the word is, but like, what's toxic about me? That's what I'm trying to say.
When a person doesn't treat you right, but you keep going back to them anyway,
so clearly,
although they're bad for you, I run it.
I'm not bad for anyone though. If I'm on anyone's team, we're gonna win. So I'm not bad for anybody.
But you know, people want you on their team, and that's not where you want to be.
But are you worthy enough to have me on your team?
Yes.
Some people aren't. You might think that they are, but some people aren't.
To whose definition?
To the owners.
To the owner's definition.
Or just what reality's definition is.
Reality's definition.
You cannot put the captain on everyone's team.
No, you can't.
You can't. Mm-hmm. But the captain will always have the greatest team in the world. And if it's not, then you cannot put him on that team. You cannot put him on that team. And the greatest in every aspect.
I think the analogy went over my fucking head, because what the fuck are we talking about here? We were talking about how you were toxic and how we get to the captain and the team. We're talking about the one thing, and now we done got to a team. I'm looking it up seeing.
Look.
And I don't see shit.
Oh, I'm not shit.
I didn't say that.
You said I'm looking and I don't see shit.
Because I'm waiting for you to really explain the
I'm not toxic. If you find something toxic, please let me know.
I know one thing that's toxic.
Let's hear it.
I can't put the story out on blast.
Okay. Try your best. If applicable.
It's to try your best. You know how a certain someone feels. And you keep entertaining this person, knowing that you're bad for them. And
I'm bad?
And you will not treat them right, but they keep coming. Y'all keep going back, even though both of you know that you are bad for this person. That is toxic.
I'm not bad for anyone.
You're bad for her.
I'm a level up for anybody whose team I get on.
You're bad for her.
It sounds like I'm good, but she will make the situation bad.
No.
I'm good.
No.
I'm good for any team I get put on.
I'm a mutual
any team
bystander for both parties. And I see what's on the outside.
Any team that I get put on, we're going to win.
But when do you leave the team? Because at some point, you're only hurting this person.
We're hurting someone because what? I'm not choosing to be put on this team? Because this is not a team I want to play for? Because I feel like I can be put into all-star quarterback teams and I don't have to settle for a team that I know I can get better? Is this what you're talking about?
Okay, so hold on. Wait. So if we're going based off these terms, right? I feel as though nobody is an all-star team. Personally. Okay. Personally me. It's what the team brings to the table. Like I said, I'm not ugly. I'm not poor. I ain't the baddest. And I ain't rich. But my team is worth playing for.
Okay. And that's fair.
So I feel as though it depends on what you value most. Within an individual, within a team, within a sport, the movie, then whatever the fuck we talking about here. Or just like anything in life, it just depends on what you value and what you want. I feel as though no team is less worthy of anything.
Okay.
So when it comes,
every team has a purpose, but a lot of people play better on different teams. So just because do they play better on different teams, or is it because they have better direction? Or more help? You don't need help when you're all-star.
The fuck you mean? I played all-star basketball, or what the fuck is that shit called? Is it all-star basketball? Is that what that called? No, it's AAU. It's AAU. My bad. Sorry, I used to play basketball. But AAU, I did all-star cheerleading. Every team has their faults. Every team has their weakest link or their lowest point. But it's just about how you overcome it. What do you do? I used to cheer for the Maryland Twisters. The Maryland Twisters are really known, just like Crips and Heat. Okay. These are two known teams in Maryland. I don't think there's anything else. Or at least I don't fucking know anyone else.
I don't know sports and all that. So.
This is cheerleading. But the Maryland Twisters are one of the well-known all-star cheerleading teams. Especially F5, Reign. Those are your top tier levels in the Maryland Twisters. I've seen them practice. I've been to their practices. Every team has a downfall. You don't become an all-star team just because of a name. You become an all-star team because of the work you put in.
Exactly.
So what makes this person a less worthy team? The Ravens be bullshit most of the time. but they get a lot of fucking praise, and some people feel as though they're the best team. But their fucking lose streaks be bullshit. They lose to teams they should win to because they settle. They feel as though they're better, and they're not.
Team ain't losing over here, baby. I'll tell you that right now.
The fuck you? What? Oh, huh?
You keep saying that I'm toxic, right?
This is toxic behavior.
How?
What you mean?
How? Because
how?
It's just so hard to not reveal these names. I swear to God.
We don't have to reveal names.
I know we're not.
We can call colors.
Call color. White, light. I don't fucking know. I don't know what you want to say. Look, ain't no toxicity over here.
You're very toxic.
You can't name one thing that's toxic that ain't justified. If anything, what makes it? What's considered toxic that can't be justified? I'm a single man.
Okay.
Who's looking for one goal.
What's your goal?
Peace. Peace within myself. Who can grant me that peace? I have a potential, but who can grant me that peace?
Who can grant you peace? Nobody can grant you peace if you don't have peace within yourself.
But someone is going to help me along. Not even help me, because I can gain that peace.
Uh-huh.
But someone, if I have a partner, that partner has to also further my peace.
Okay.
Not make it and destroy it and turn it into stress.
Okay. But,
right? And also with peace comes bonding and mutual ground.
Okay, mutual
and
ground.
certain people who are not worthy of my peace.
So what makes them unworthy?
Listen, some people who are not worthy of my peace will start arguments or altercations or differences which will lead to stress.
Pause. I know one of these situations.
Differences will lead to stress.
Pause. I know one of these situations I need to be cut off ASAP, but that shit ain't gonna happen.
Look, some shit happened. Some shit happened the other day. And it's a different situation than what it was before. But we'll get to that.
Personally, I feel as though, alright, what makes them unworthy of this time? I love how this episode is strictly about you. Because episode 2 was strictly about me.
At this fucking point.
Because episode 2 was strictly about, episode 2 part 1 was strictly about me.
What makes someone not worthy of my time? Differences in viewpoints. Differences in viewpoints about shit. You know? I feel like I'm on a more mature level than this other person.
I know this other person?
Yeah, I think we're both talking about the same person here.
Okay.
I feel like I'm on a more mature level than this other person. Might be me, might be that person. But I know that there's certain shit that I'm just too grown to deal with. Yeah. I'm just too grown to deal with.
Personally,
and it's certain shit like we're just too grown to get into certain situations, and then if I become aggressive or assertive or angry, I'm looked at as a bad guy because this person is a sensitive person. I don't need a sensitive person on my team.
But your best friend is fucking sensitive. What the fuck type shit is this?
No. You have a heart of ice. You have a heart of ice.
I have a heart of ice.
You have a heart of ice.
Wow.
You have a heart of ice.
Emotional.
Sensitivity don't run on your side.
Yes, it does. I am a sensitive gangster. Fuck is you talking about? I'm a sensitive gangster.
I don't know what you want to call that.
Talk to me nice, not twice.
That ain't sensitive, man. You have a heart of ice.
I am very sensitive.
But on my team, we ain't having no crybabies on my team. Not saying this person a crybaby, but we ain't having no corner campers on my team. We're aggressive. Not aggressive, but
I feel like this is the thing, right?
We get the job done.
All right, prime example. Because you're saying that you're assertive, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like my dude is the exact same way. He's very assertive. He knows what he wants. He knows how he feels. Point blank, period. I'm the exact same way. I can be assertive. I can be passive. I can be passive aggressive. And I can be a bullshit ass fucking crybaby. If I don't get my fucking way.
You can do that sometimes, just not all the time.
Right. But have you allowed this person to show you their other layers? Or are you just wholeheartedly set on, yeah, fuck no, this person is too sensitive and it just ain't worth my time? Or is it just the fact that you got way too many fucking options to even notice this person?
Nah. What was the first one? What was the first?
The first one was, I said, is this person really that sensitive? And you just, oh yeah, have you allowed this person to actually show you their other layers, or do you just have too many options and you just don't care?
You shouldn't feel obligated to for permission to show your layers.
No.
If you're really all about this other person and you know how this person is, you should be ready to show your layers.
No.
What do you mean no?
No.
What you mean no?
What I'm saying is, all right, for women it's different. I'm not about to sit here and pour my heart out or be very open or be very vulnerable with somebody when I feel as though they don't really recognize me or see me for who I am. I'm not going to do that. No, that's just going to cause me to hurt myself.
So if you know
that.
So if this person as a person knows that that's what's going to further you along to get on my team, and you don't choose to do it, I'm not going to force you to do it.
But see, this is the thing.
If you don't do it, then you don't do it, and you just don't get a chance to play.
But see, this is my thing, though. I feel as though, personally, and this is just with anything, this is just not even in your situation, I feel as though, like, you also have to allow someone, you have to give somebody that fucking space to be really open. And I can honestly say, like, looking back at certain conversations that I have with my dude, he feels as though certain things will be flipped. He feels as though I'm not 100% there for him, or he can't be vulnerable. And I feel as though that's not the case, but I also have to look at it from his perspective. There are times when I'm completely closed off, and when he starts to speak and I feel as though he's wrong, it's like, fuck no, you're fucking wrong. Like, don't fucking sit here and play with me. And I feel as though you do that with that person when they try to convey their feelings. It's like, no, you're wrong. This is where you're wrong. I'm going to show you where you fucked up. So they feel as though, why the fuck would I even allow myself to be even remotely vulnerable if I can't even convey to you how I feel without you being a fucking dickhead? You are a dickhead. But
the difference is you can open up about your feelings and how you feel on something, but the person's going to give you feedback. It's the point of view.
But it's all in how you
conveying your feelings.
But
your feelings don't always have to be right either.
Your feelings don't have to be right, but it's all in how you, I guess, react to the conversation.
So if you cannot handle the reaction, you are not worthy to be on the team.
No, that is not true.
If the reaction is obviously too hot for you, too difficult, too unstable, then maybe this is just not your team. You need to find a Little Weenie Hunt Jr. or something.
Not me.
Super Weenie Hunt Jr.
No.
You can't get in the Salty Platoon.
You can't. My bitches can't get in the Salty Platoon. Don't play with my bitch like that.
Maybe you need the Weenie Hunt Jr.
No, maybe.
There's nothing wrong with Weenie Hunt Jr.
Just stop. Maybe you just need to tone it back a little bit. And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong. I'm not saying that you're 100% wrong and she's 100% right. I'm not saying that at all. I know that sometimes I can be a little bit team too much. When I'm in my feelings, I'm team too fucking much. I'm team too sensitive. I'm team fucking emotional. And if I don't like what the fuck you saying to me, that's just what the fuck it is. It's no ifs, ands, buts about it. Because at that point, you already pissed me off.
Right.
So I have to learn, especially with my significant other, that sometimes it's not all about me. Sometimes what people say or how people feel, or when they're saying how they feel, it's not a personal attack. Maybe it's just not always this other person. Sometimes you have to make an adjustment for certain situations. I've learned that in my growth and matureness and me calming the fuck down, that it's not always the other person. I'm so quick to be like, no, you had me fucked up. So that's why you got the reaction you did. But sometimes you just need to tone that shit the fuck back a little bit. Take a chill pill. Take a breather.
Regardless, I'm not toxic. I'm very easy to work with. It's just...
No, you're not. And I'm your best friend and I can tell you that.
I'm easy to work with. I know I am.
No, you're not.
Because you just gotta follow directions. Follow directions, communicate.
Hear me out.
Have common ground. If we have nothing that we can connect on, if there's always a difference... They say opposites attract. That shit does not work.
Like, I feel as though, okay, cool. We can have a common ground. We can have some type of conversation. I can communicate all the fuck I want. I really can. But if you're not receptive or open to it, it's going to go in one ear and out the motherfucking other.
Well, always open to communication around here.
You're always open to communication, but are you really? Is it healthy communication?
What is unhealthy communication?
Unhealthy is communication. Unhealthy is communication. Unhealthy communication is when you're just listening to react or to respond. You're not really hearing.
Every sentence that I speak out of my mouth, when it's time to sit down and have a conversation, it's something I put thought into. I don't just open up my mouth and just start speaking for no fucking reason. It's a waste of my goddamn time. I don't want to be there for that. If I'm there to talk, that's what we're here for. They're here to talk. If you can't handle it, you don't need to be on this team.
I feel as though everybody's approach is different. Everybody's situation is different. How everybody process information is different. But, yep. This episode was a little very, very all over the place.
It was very unorganized, but look, we got it.
We got through it. Episode 4 will definitely be very organized. It will be.
We gotta stick to the code.
We do. I feel as though because we ran through topics, we didn't really go into detail.
Yeah. Well,
especially with like I'm about to say Jack Sparrow, but that's what he is to me.
Amber Heard.
And Jack Sparrow. We ran through that. We also ran through like the homophobia thing and the if girls prefer their men to cheat or to be gay. We just really
I feel like the ball was really rolling though.
It was rolling.
It was just rolling fast as fuck.
But like we really didn't go into detail. We really didn't give no personal thought. Like it was just really like this is a topic. Boom, we got spoke on it. Move on. Like it really wasn't like
keep it going.
Like we really ain't really talk about too much of anything because I guess I don't know. I feel like this episode I was trying to spare a couple feelings. I didn't want to ruffle a couple feathers. Kind of just left that shit alone because I have been told that we do ruffle a couple feathers.
Oh, Lord.
Well, I personally
don't. The world can't handle a rated R podcast for some reason. Don't know why. Because rated R means 18 plus. And apparently we don't have any 18 plus year olds that's listening here.
I feel as though we don't ruffle a couple feathers because they're not of age. I feel as though the way certain topics and certain
the feathers
things,
are being rough because you're not old enough to handle it. That's what it is.
Or the way that they're talked about is in a derogatory way.
Oh, please. No one's out here slandering names.
We're not slandering names, but I have been told that it seems like you are a little sexist.
But how?
Or misogynistic.
How is it sexist?
I mean, there are certain things or certain comments you have made about females that really have set the tone for a lot of things. But I'll let you live.
I don't believe I'm sexist.
I never said that you were.
If anyone can give me a valid example of how I've been sexist.
There was two comments.
So let's hear it.
Sexist.
What was it?
When we were talking about a certain someone getting paid, or what was it, promotions? Because based off their looks, or they were having sex for their position.
Well, I never said this person was having sex for that position. Never said that. But I have said this person's looks have been a contributing factor to why this person has gotten a lot of promotions. But I did also say this person has been putting in the work also. But the looks are definitely another factor of this. It's the same coin. It's just the other side of it. Okay. Looks and work.
Okay, well,
your looks have gotten you through the door and have achieved you to get more, and your work ethic is justified, your reason for being here.
Okay.
So you work really hard and you look really good, so we're going to promote you because you look good. And you work hard.
But see, it's
the same coin. It's the same coin.
Did you not hear the big ass pause? And then you work hard. Like it was just like
because it's the same coin. You're just flipping it back and forth. When you say one side, you gotta turn it over and say the other side.
But do you not see how that can come off as?
But it's not. No matter how much you try to say it might look, but it's not.
I mean,
you're working really hard. But if an ugly ass person is working really hard, they don't really give a fuck too much, right? Right?
See,
but if you working really hard.
I don't know that because my supervisor wasn't all that. She was my supervisor. So what you gotta say about that?
Okay, in my workforce, we can see it. Yeah. You work really hard. If you're ugly as fuck, nobody really gives a fuck. No one really cares. But if you're working really hard and you look good, You get, you move up a tier. You look really good, boo. You work really hard, boo. You look really good, boo. You work really, you just keep going up. It's one side helps the other, and it furthers the point even more when this person goes out of their way to specifically look good for work. I can understand you get out of bed and you come as you are, but nah, you getting up in the morning, you purposely getting up to look good to go to work.
But how do you
it furthers the point.
CC, look, hold up.
It furthers the point.
Because some people feel like I do a little razzle dazzle to go to work. And I feel so I look like a bum.
Now, do you feel like you come as you are, or do you feel like you're getting dressed up to go to work?
Look, nigga, I wear scrubs. I feel as though that's right. That in itself is enough.
But other people, specifically this person, doesn't do that.
I wear scrubs to work, and they be like, "Oh, yeah, like you did something different." No, bitch. I just did my face routine today. That's why my face is sparkling. Like, what the fuck you talking about? Like, I didn't try today. I purposely wanted to look like a dude. Like, what the fuck?
But that's how you are. But other people aren't like that. They get up in the morning and they say it's time to go to work and start getting their beauty pageant, getting their Miss Tyra Banks, getting their Beyonce and all that shit on before they go to work.
Look.
That what contributes to you look good, you work hard. You look good, you work hard.
See, I feel as though, me personally, I look like a bum Monday through Friday.
Because sometimes you can look good and not even work hard and you still get pushed along because you look good.
Well, I wanna know how that works.
I want to see how this girl having a bad day today, but she looks good, so we ain't gonna really say nothing.
I want to see how that be like. I want to see what that be like.
What?
Looking good and not working. Well, looking good and not working hard and still be at work.
That'd be like get in any line.
Get in a line.
Get in any line. See if someone pays for anything for you.
Let's go to Walmart real quick.
Sure, I need to go there any fucking.
It's a sure. But not.
Get in any line, see if anyone pays for anything for you. See if anyone offers to let you in front of them.
But pause, hold on. Because I feel like
if you get a discount on anything.
But all right, personally, okay.
Looking good and don't have to work for shit.
Okay, hear me out, right? Mm-hmm. So, the other day I went for a job interview as a legal secretary. So, okay, cool, whatever, it was fun. So, I've been driving the 392. Mm-hmm. So we all know, like, it's in my possession. Mm-hmm. My name just ain't on it. Mm-hmm. But that shit mine because I paid for it. Mm-hmm. But okay, cool. So the guy's like, "Oh, this your car?" Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm in it. Am I not?
I'm in it. I mean, shit.
I'm in it. I got the key, right? Okay, cool. That's all that matters. Talking about, this shit nice. You want me to pay for your gas? No. I don't need you to pay.
So I feel like as a woman, why are you entertaining these conversations?
I barely do. But this is the thing. This is the thing. I just want you to pump my gas because I feel like it's awkward. I hate when people stare at me at the gas station.
So put the thing in and get back in your car.
I do.
Okay, so what's the problem?
But then again, I don't want to have to get out and take that bitch out. Because nothing less
But then you don't. You don't. But
you want me to drive off with the pole?
No, but if you're so concerned about people looking at you, put the fucking thing in, turn it on, get back in the car. When it's done, you get out, take it out, and get back in. Duh.
That's what I do on the normal, and I still get talked to. So what the fuck?
How do you get talked to between 15 seconds?
Because as soon as I get out the car, and then people like, "You want me to pump your gas?" No, nigga, I don't. I don't want you to do shit. I want you to leave me alone.
This can't be a regular occurrence. I can't see that shit happening every time.
You want to go to the gas station right now and pump your gas? You want to see? Especially on Liberty Road.
I don't think it's that common.
If you go to Liberty Road right now, mm-hmm. and I'm outside pumping your gas, mm-hmm. I'm gonna get talked to. That shit happened when I was with Demetria. We went to the fucking Exxon, and the dude was like, "Yo, you're cute as fuck with a cute ass car. Leave me the fuck alone."
City is different. So, and plus, with a color car like that, you're gonna be
spotted,
looked at, right? So
but even that
contributes the fact even more. And then you don't even have your colored hair really. If your hair was bright fucking color too, it's gonna contribute even more.
My hair is like purple.
Your hair
it's like pinkish cotton candy now.
I would confuse it to be brown, honestly.
How would you confuse it?
It's not really bright colored anymore.
Oh, it's gonna get
It's not really bright colored.
It's gonna get touched up.
If it was bright as fuck, like lavender or something, some really bright ass, vibrant color, yeah, you'll be looked at even more.
But see, I don't even want to be looked at. I want to be blended. I want to be blended. I want to be blended in. I don't want to stand out.
That's not gonna happen with a bright ass car, and then.
But see, I have a blue car, so what the fuck is the difference?
It's how that Volkswagen.
Why you had to put my whole make and model out there?
That Volkswagen Passat.
Why you put the fucking make and model? Now everybody gonna be looking for a blue Volkswagen and fucking
you keep saying blue. I just said Volkswagen Passat.
Bruh.
Now you're saying blue. Now people gonna be looking at what color blue.
Don't worry about the color. Just know that it's fucking blue.
Is that a Volkswagen?
Yes, it is. It is. And it's going 120. Like, leave me alone. Leave me alone.
Oh, no, that's not a Volkswagen Passat that cut me off on the road.
Yes, it is. It is. Because I'm a bully, bitch. Yo, who was out with the other day? I think I was with Demetria, yo. And we were driving back. And we were in the Charger. And I was behind somebody, and it was going slow as fuck. So I just kept blowing the horn. She was like, "Let me find out you a bully, bitch. Move! I am trying to do the dash."
Right in my rearview mirror, like I know this is a Volkswagen Passat. Blowing her horn at me. I know this ain't a Volkswagen Passat behind me blowing her horn. Like,
bro, you remember when I saw you downtown?
Yeah. We was on the phone. I'm like, "What is?" I said,
"Is this you?"
I was like, "Is that you in that Volkswagen?" Like, oh yeah, it is you. Wow, what the fuck? And it's crazy because we didn't have it like. I didn't expect to call you that day. I don't know if you called me or I called you. I don't remember
because I was going to court.
I was going to work, and it just happened to be that I just fucking saw you down.
I said, "Who the fuck is this in this road car in this black fucking Charger that is riding like this?" I said, "Dylan, is this you behind me?" You was like, "What?" Yeah. I said, "What the fuck?
Shit. Is that you?"
Like, what the fuck? Oh
the
shit.
Tints. I always see the color first, and I see the symbol, and then I see the tints. I'm like, oh, that might be her.
Not the symbol.
Do you have the little studs on your wheel?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what you're looking for next. You got them studs on the wheel. I hate them shits.
Look, that's how the car came. I'm about to get some new wheels. Don't matter.
Alright, y'all.
This has been a funny ass episode.
Episode 3. There's gonna be a lot of cuts and edits in this thing, but
it's cool, because episode 4. Oh shit, that's on me. God damn, I gotta get cute.
Turn.
I gotta get cute. Oh shit. Alright, well that means you gotta come over. Stop it.
Alright, y'all. We'll catch y'all on the next one.
Bye. Oh, that.
You wanna try that again?